Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Sam. Today's video, I just want to show you and give you an update on my two species orchid that I actually purchased about a year ago. And at the same time of this year, last year, I purchased these two plants from, I believe, from Orchid Web. And when I got this one, this is my Phalaenopsis Philipinensis. I got this tiny plant. Like, it has only 2 leaves, I think, and it was in bud when I got it. I think the spike has about 3 buds, but I transferred it right away on this method, and the flower spike and the buds dried up, and I was not able to see the bloom. And however, so far I was able to manage to grow it very well, and it's a lot larger now, and it has those mottled leaves, and the leaves are super shiny. At the moment, the plant has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mature leaves, and 1 leaf is coming out, and the plant is liking this method. And I watered this about a week ago, and as you can see, the roots are still green, and it's going down all the way to the bottom, and 1 is out from the vase. And this plant, let's see, it's not focusing the tab. Alright, this is a Phal Philipinensis. It's a cross between an species from Panay Island and Summer Island in the Philippines. And the media that I have for this plant, that I'm using for this plant, are charcoal and some lava rock and some pebbles, I believe. And those are the media that I use for this plant. If you can see, there are droplets of water in the area that keeps this plant moist and healthy. And I water this plant every 2 weeks, and after a week the roots are still moist and wet, but it's not sagging wet. So I like this method. It doesn't it allows the roots to be wet for a few weeks, and it dries up after 2 weeks, and I don't have to water it every now and then. And the next one, this one also was tiny when I got it. I think it has only 3 leaves. Let's see this one. This is my Philipinensis Sanderiana. I also got this from Orchid Web. And let's focus the tag. Wow, it's too hard to see. It's also a cross of 2 species orchids, and if you can see this one, look at those roots. It's loving the way they are planted in this method. And if you notice, there are little white particles there. Those are shredded shell of eggs that I poured into this container. Let me pick it up because it's a little bit high. Alright, so that's the plant. It is shiny and beautiful, and it has a lot of roots. And the only thing that it did not happen this flowering season is that these plants did not manage to put out flower spikes. And because where I live it's still cold at nights, so I took them out last night and brought them back in. I think that's what I'm gonna be doing, so that the plants will experience a change of temperature during daytime and nighttime. I will keep them here inside my apartment, and then at nighttime I'm going to take them outside. Alright, so those are the two that I purchased from Orchid Web, and they are a year old with me, and they were tiny seedlings when I got them, and so far they are doing so well. Let me show you another species orchid that I acquired last year. Let's see, how is it doing? Alright, this is the other species orchid that I got last year. This one I got it around July last year, and it also has this mottled leaves, and I got this from orchid.com. And when I got this, it was so little. I was so disappointed when I got this. Like, I was expecting a mature plant, and what I got was a very small seedling. And this is one of the original leaves that I got when I got this plant. These are one of the original leaves. I think it has 3 leaves before, and 2 of those leaves already came off. They already turned yellow, they matured and came off from the plant. And this is the only original left. This is the only original leaf that's left, and all these leaves that it has right now are new leaves, and it is growing so well so far. It looks healthy, shiny, and the leaves are sturdy, and it's also growing in the same method as the first 2 that I showed you. Let's see the tag. It is too hard to see. Okay, let's move and focus the tag. This is a Schilleriana TKB. Hopefully this will flower next year. It's kinda slow grower, and I'm not sure if this is a compact kind, but it's growing super slowly. And so this is one of my species orchid, and I'm not expecting this plant to flower soon because it's still so small. And look at those roots. This one has only tiny few roots, but overall it is also liking this method. So all these plants are watered every 2 weeks, and when I water them, they're soaked in water for almost a day, and I turn this over to remove the water a few times until I don't see any drops of water in the container, or until when I turn it over there's no more water left that will come out from the container. So that's when I know that there's no more water in there. But this method keep the media wet, and the water, it's not wet, it's moist, I should say. And hopefully you'll try this kind of growing your plants as well. And I have one more to show, and this is my last species orchid. And the last one that I'm going to show you is another Schilleriana that I purchased from Orchid Web. I purchased this together with the last one that I showed you there. And this one is a fast grower. I was surprised it was growing so fast, and it gave me a flower spike at the beginning of, I think at the beginning of winter, I should say. And the flowers are already almost, some of the buds, I should say, are already in full bloom. And I'm expecting one more and two more there to open. And as you can see, the leaves are beautiful. They are silvery and with greeny spotting. And let's look at the underside. The underside is kind of pinkish purple, or I don't know what kind of color is that, but it's beautiful. And I'm also using the same method with my other three species orchid. And the flower of this, I already measured, it's quite fully opened. It's about 2 inches across, and I haven't noticed any scent from her yet. Let's focus the flowers. There. The flowers are beautiful. They're just tiny. They're just 2 inches across, and I think it's also 2 inches from up and down, from the tip down. Alright, so that's how I grow my species orchid. And they are beautiful. They are growing a lot of roots in this method. And oh yeah, alright, so that's it, guys. And hopefully you enjoyed watching my video, and have a great Sunday. Thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button and subscribe. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Have a great Sunday and take care. Bye.